Good morning, everyone. Great. Thank you for jumping on our Lifewave Global Team training call. We are excited to come to you on Saturday morning to give you some insights, some inspiration, some strategies on how to build your business and how to achieve the dreams that you have. Number one, you've got to have a why. What's your why? What's driving you? What's motivating you to develop the skills necessary to create this type of business? You do have to learn. You do have to understand. You've got to have something that's pushing you. Is it debt-free? Is it a new income? Is it to get out of your job? Is it to change your life? Or whatever that income is, make sure you have it as a goal. I have a goal to, if it's $2,000 a month or it's $2,000 a week or whatever that income goal is, or maybe it's $10,000 a month or $100,000 a month. But before you set big dreams and big goals like that, which we encourage you to do, we encourage you to set sub goals, smaller baby steps. When I first started in this industry, my goal was to make $2,000 a month. That was my big dream. That was my big goal. It took me about 9 months to get there, if I remember correctly. But it took some time to get there. But then I started to dream bigger after that. So let's start with that why, number one. But today, we're talking about a new strategy. We're going to have Jackie Smith coming on here in a little bit, also giving you some marketing strategies. But as I'm building this business, I'm like you, I'm building it as a brand ambassador. I have found that the number one thing that you have to do is you've got to transfer belief to people. And you've got to get them to believe that it's possible to develop, for this technology to work. Now, and the best ways to do that is facts tell, stories sell. Okay, so stories are the most important component, and that's what this call is going to be about, and that's what our new customer-driven Facebook group is about. And I need everybody on this page, on this call, and throughout our entire organization to support us on this. Because if we pull this off as a team, we can do some fantastic business and make a huge impact on people. Now, let me tell you a story. This is a real life story, and this is why testimonies are so important to doing this. Excuse me one second. Okay, I'm back. My kids are here, and they're making a lot of noise over here. I'm like, and you guys, they never make noise until I do a Zoom call. Then they're like, hey, what are you doing, Dad? Can we come in the office? Okay, back to my story. This is a real life story, and this is the guy, Pete. He goes, my son does this workout and football training, and he's one of the dads. And I just met him, and he's always limping around with his knee. And someone told him, hey, you got to talk to Jason about his stem cell technology. And so I showed him the patch, and he's like, there's no way that's going to do anything for me. That was his first response. Okay, so what do I have to do? I've got to take him from a belief level 0 or -10 up to a point where he's going to work on it. So I'm sending him stories. I'm sending, when I see him, I should film a post, and he's still like, oh, wow, that's pretty interesting. But he never orders. Okay, so then I finally get him on the patch. I get him to try it. He goes from a pain level 8 to a pain level 4 in 40 minutes. He got results in 15 minutes, and from just using the technology. But it was this process of sharing stories, raising that belief, getting stories in front of him. And this is what this technology is going to do, this Facebook group. So let me show it to you real quick. Let me share my screen. Okay, I hope everyone can see that. Okay, here's the screen right here. This is our brand new, this idea came, whoops, let me close that down. This idea came from our team in Australia. All right, this is what they did. They said, listen, we need to have a customer-driven page. Now, we have talked about the A.T.M and how the A.T.M system works. Now, this page is Stem Cells for Health. Now, the company has made a policy it's coming out soon that you can't use Lifewave or X39 in your Facebook groups or on your domain names, okay? So we did an announcement on that. That has changed, and this is what we have now. So this is our customer-driven and customer-focused page. It is strictly for testimonies and product information and product testimonies. There won't be any business posts. There won't be any recognition posts. There won't be any posts for calls, anything like that. It is strictly for customers. And so the idea here is to build so much belief on this technology by sharing testimonies over and over and over again is just going to be fantastic. This is what we're doing, and I'm excited to be able to share this with you on the group and how it works, and it's going to be fantastic. Now, A.T.M is a way of approaching people. Add, tag, and message. Add, tag, and message is very important. So let me show you what I mean by add, tag, and message. Now, first of all, here's how you invite people. You get in here, you put their names in here, and you invite them. I've been inviting people all morning. Here's Ron or Upline. He did a great call on Saturday or on Friday. Here's the group. This is a gentleman I've got in Malaysia that I'm working with. I am adding people, and I want you to add people, okay? And start driving as many people as you can to this, because it's just strictly product information. Hey, have you heard of stem cell technology? I'm going to invite you to a page. That's what you want to do. And then that's your first thing. You want to add them, okay? So adding a person is as simple as typing in their name. Let me see who we got. There's Michael I've already added, but here's Krista. Okay, there she's been added. Okay, Calista has been invited to the group. Now that's what I want to do. I want to add them. Now the first thing you want to do is add them, but before I usually would do that, I would send her a message in my messenger, and I would say, Calista, I'm going to send you an invite to a new stem cell technology group. I'd love you to hear about some amazing testimonies. Boom, that's all. And then now she's added. Now I've invited her, I've added her, and now I'm going to tag her. Okay, so we add. You want to message them first. You want to add them as I did here, and you could put their name here or their email address and just add. These are all brand new people I've just added here this morning, okay? And then you want to tag them a message. So you're going to go, here's my friend John. You know, he's talking about his migraine headaches. If I want to tag somebody a message like this, I would get here in the comment section, okay? And now I'm going to add Michael, okay? Whoops. There's Michelle, there's Michael, there's Shelly Smith. I'll sit, where's Michael? Where's Michael Crusoe? He's not pulling up. Let me put Shelly Smith, okay? Boom, I'll put it like this. Shelly, I wanted to share this story with you, okay? And I'll always add a quick little message there, okay? It's very simple. I'm reaching out, a tag, now I'm tagging that person, and I just hit boom. Now this has gone into her notifications. Okay, this little thing right here is called notifications, right here, if you can see it, the little bell, all the notifications are there. So now I'll go in and I'll message Shelly through Messenger, and I'll say, Shelly, I just sent you, here's Shelly right here, okay, and I want to send her a message, and I'm going to say, just sent you a great story. Please check it out in your notifications. Boom. Okay. You see? Pretty simple, pretty easy. And how that works, let me go back to my page. Not sure where my page went. Stem cells for health. Here it is. Okay. Now this is it, guys. This is one of the most powerful. Oh, look at it. We got a new person that wants to join already, and I'm gonna let them in. And if there's any questions on this, any comments, you can. And here's Cynthia right here. Boom. So guys, this is going to be great, because if we can imagine when you come here, imagine when you send a person here and there are thousands of testimonies, okay? Thousands of testimonies. Imagine that. Imagine 10,000 testimonies on stem cell from all over the world. Imagine how cool and how powerful that will be, and how easy it will be for you to raise the belief level of that brand new prospect. Now you can go in here and team, this is where I need your help. I need your help in 2 areas. And I've got an admin person, a moderator that's helping me. She's down in Australia, and Australia team's very active on social. What I need you to do is, here's 2 things. Is 1, invite everybody you got. Everybody you have. We just want to flood this thing. We want to have this. We want to have the fastest growing group in all of Lifewave globally. Okay, that's what we want to have. So just flood this with testimonies. Okay, with people wanting to. And then if you have a testimony, David Whitehurst, you got a testimony. Ray, you got a testimony. I haven't seen you guys post those yet. Post those testimonies. Don't make any medical claims. As you know, keep them short. And then post them up here so we can get these testimonies just flooding. And then the more that people will see that, and then get in here on a daily basis. Remember last week we talked about daily activities and what to do on a daily basis? Get on here every day and go, who do I know? Boom, who did I invite? Who am I gonna send a message to? What am I gonna do, okay? That's the key. So that's what I wanted to go on with you, because it's important. And here's another technique that you need to learn is when you're doing this and you're talking about this technology, is make sure that you find a need. You find a need that someone has. If it's pain, boom, I'm gonna send them a pain testimony. You know, if it's someone needs their hair growth, I'm gonna send hair growth testimony. I'm gonna find that need that person has. And here's a technique that I've always learned is sell past the person. If that person's in good health and they're like, no, I'm in great health, I really don't have any health issues, what are you gonna do? You're gonna sell past them. And what I mean by that is, do they have a family member that they care about? And a line that you should learn is, do you know anybody that you care about that is facing a health challenge that this technology may help? That's simple enough. Anybody that you care, do you know anyone that you care about that is facing a health challenge that this technology can help? Simple enough. Like I'm talking to a lady and she's talking about her parents, her mother, that's her concern. Now, or maybe it's a pet. Here's a testimony. This lady is in Hawaii. She has not purchased the product for herself, but she's got her dog on it. Here's a testimony. I asked her to send it in. The dog's doing great. It's a 15-year-old dog, and she's got her dog on it and her mother-in-law, but she hasn't bought it for herself. And they're great when preferred customers. They're fantastic. That's what I mean by selling past, finding that need. All right, I hope this is great. And I am telling you, we're gonna do some contests on this and making this work and having fun with this site because I just want, if you guys get focused on this, listen, this company is gonna do $1 billion. If you're on the call with Jim Caldwell the other night, and he's given an update on the growth factor that this is on and where it's going, this is gonna be just a machine, and we can do this so quickly. Let's get to that 1,000. Let's get to that 10,000 mark. Imagine 10,000 customers, 10,000 people part of this group, and thousands of testimonies coming in on a weekly or on a monthly basis. This will create the momentum that this team is looking for, and all of you, and all you're doing is sharing a product, a technology, on this, and that's the exciting thing. So guys, that's my point, topic I wanted to cover today. Remember, we're gonna have a few announcements at the end of the call, but I'm gonna stop my share, and I'm gonna turn it over to Jackie. Jackie, I'm gonna turn the call over to you, and let's see what the chat is going on. Will you run through the steps again quickly? I will start posting this evening. I get back. Okay, I love that. Okay, running through the steps again quickly. Okay, Jackie, I'm going to go through it one more time and just so you guys can. Oh, okay, you go ahead. Okay, one more time, real quick, and then I'm going to turn it over to Jackie. And Jackie, if you could actually close your curtains and turn a light in front of you. It would be great, because you just look like a good-looking shadow. All right, there you are.
Let me see if I can finish.
All right, everybody. Let me share my screen once again, real quick. Here's the tab. Here's the page. Stem Cells for Health. Here's the link. We'll put this link in the chat so you guys can see it. Where did that chat box go? Okay, here it is, everyone. This is where we want you on and signing up and getting in and getting that to everybody, but this is a great way to do it. Okay, it's called A.T.M. You want to add. I want to add a person. This is where I go to add them. Let's see if Phil, okay, I've already invited Phil Franklin to the group, but okay, you would add them there. But before I add somebody, I would send them a quick message. Hey, Stacy, I'm going to add you to a great group on a new stem cell technology. I think you're going to love seeing the amazing testimonies. Very simple, short, quick, just to prep them. And then they're going to check your notifications. Remember, I always talk about notifications. So we add, then we go in and we find a tag. And then we go, hey, David, here, let me put David right here. I just type in his name and then they pop up. The members of the group will pop up right here. Okay, so they need to be part of the group. Now they're tagged. Now David's on the call, so I go, David. Then I put a quick message, David, you need to check out this story. Just amazing. Okay, and then boom. Now that's been sent, and where did that show up? That showed up in his notifications right here, okay? That's where those showed up. And so now I'll message David, and David, boom, I'll send him a quick message. There he is. That was fast. And there's David. He's got it. But I would message David and say, David, I just sent you a great testimony. Check it out. It's in your notifications. Now, what are we doing? We're building belief. Guys, build belief. Yeah, we have something amazing. Get bulletproof on your belief level, and that's exciting. All right, there are the points again. Jackie, that call is yours. There you go. I'm turning my video off, and I'm letting you take it over from here. All right?
Okay, so can everybody hear me okay?
We can hear you, yes.
Okay, great. So part of what I wanted to help people with, on top of just all the normal stuff we do every week, I try to teach people, do not ask your team to do anything you're not willing to do yourself. So, and we have not been real good for Jason or anybody else at doing our own testimonies. So I'm going to do share screen here as well. And I'm going to, where am I at? Okay, here we go. So the screen, here we go. So what I want to teach people about is there are some things in our back office that most people do not even realize are there. When people say, I need a new tool, I say, look at the tools you have first, because most people just aren't aware. So when you're in your back office, you click on your back office, you log in, click on resources. Now I've clicked on the left side already and I've hit marketing tools. So once you click on that, you can scroll down. It says select a section, as you can see, and there is a lot of things already there for us. Presentations, sales sheets, getting your why, the reason you're doing the business, all kinds of brochures. But the thing I like to focus on right now for today is the social media, because we're talking about what do you do on social media. So when you click on social media, you're going to get banners for your own page. So there's independent distributor banners you can put across your page. I don't suggest putting them there all the time on your own personal page, but every once in a while, throw one up there when something's going on in the company you want to talk about. But what I want to talk about right now with everybody is there is a Facebook X39 testimonial template here. And there are 11 different ones, as you can see when you click on them. And you can literally download them, and now you can put your testimony into the center. So this gives you a great way of tying the Lifewave logo, the X39 patch down here, to it, and then you can pick any one of them that you choose, and each one is different. I downloaded them all, so I've got them. So if you work out, you've got a great testimony about how you're able to do more reps doing whatever, I would put it on that one. There's just a lot of good things here to talk about, people that are active and moving again. I know there are a lot of people, even though you're stuck at home, we get out a lot. We actually helped well, now we're up to 5 seniors. We adopted them and went and threw big parties on their lawn with just, 3 people or 4 or 5, depending on how many people were in the house, and just had the balloons and everything and shared with them. 2 of the people, though, that we talked to had health challenges. So I just passed them a card and said, later on, if you want some information, please send me a quick little email and I'll forward you some information about a product that might help that uses stem cell technology. And that's all I said, and handed them a card. So there's all kinds of opportunities that we get where people are put in front of us. And I will tell you, when you're at the supermarket or anywhere else, every place is a good opportunity to hand out a card. I always try to get a card into somebody's hands and walk away as though they never knew I was there. And I always use opportunities of, say, I'm standing in a line. Now, if I go to a grocery store, I have one mission when I'm checking out. Find the person that has the healthiest basket and go stand behind them. Because I always commend people when they shop more in the fruits and vegetables section and they don't have sodas and sugary things and boxes of stuff stuffed in their cart. So I will literally go up, stand in line, even if it's the longest line, I will stand behind them and I will always take the time to commend them on their shopping habits. I let them know I'm a health coach, and I love to recognize people when they're doing healthy things for them and their family members. And I have always ended up in a wonderful conversation with everybody I've done that with. And most of the time, it allows me an opportunity to share a little bit about either me or what I'm doing and hand them a card and just say, I don't know if this is anything you'd ever be interested in, or you might know somebody that is, but I work with stem cell technology. So when you have time, if you'll take a look and watch the video at the bottom, if you're interested, give me a call or send me a quick text or email, and I'll get some information to you. And that's it. It's 15 seconds most. And, but it gives you another opportunity to share something with somebody, and kind of, it's the pay it forward system I look at with what we have here. We have a gift, we can give it as often as we want. And the return could be huge, because every time you're doing it, you're planting another seed. You plant enough seeds, harvest will come. How many seeds you plant, how big the harvest is. So testimonies, again, is another good key here. So download a few of these, send them to your group. If you have people that are not technologically savvy here, get on the phone with every new distributor 2 weeks in, 4 weeks in, 6 weeks in, and keep waiting for their story to come about, and then build them their own testimonial story. Put it on the health site, send them a link to it. A lot of people are on phones, on smartphones. That's mini computers, guys. Send it to them so they can see it, but also email or text them a copy of it so they can forward it, because any of these can be forwarded to anybody through the phone. So shoot it over to them in a text message. That way they can share it. Another way that I'm using the new app is every new distributor, I tell them, look, go download the app. And I've never done this, so I walk them through the process of downloading the app. And after they've got it downloaded, here's what I use with them. I want you to tell everybody you have access through in your phone. And it could be 3 a day, it could be 5 a day, it could be 10 a day, it could be 20 a day, whatever you want. But go in and send them a quick little note that says, I'm in a business that works with stem cell technology, and they just developed an app for us. And I'm a beginner here, so I have no idea how to use this. So I'm going to forward you a video. If you could do me a huge favor and watch it and let me know what you think. If the information is relevant, if you think people will be interested, I would just really value your opinion. And then send them the video clip. I don't send the teasers normally. I send the full 3.5-minute video out. And you will be amazed at how many people will respond with positive comments, also with things like, I want to try this, or when I get paid, or when I get back to work, this is something, or I want to use this with my family member, with my mom, with a sister. You know, they have a health challenge and I really think this would be good for them. You will get so many huge positive comments, and that will help you be more familiar with it, because every time somebody watches a video, you're going to get a message. So you get more in tune with it. And then you're going to be able to be more bulletproof as you go out and approach people that you don't know. So always start with your own warm market, share it with them. Don't be salesman-y. I tell everybody, I don't want salesmen. I want passionate and enthusiastic people that just want to share the products, that do not care if the answer is yes or no, because that's when you are so bulletproof that the business will come to you whether you want it or not. Be bulletproof in what the products are doing. If you don't have your own testimony yet, get on the calls at night, listen to any and all of the calls. I mean, I get on other groups' calls, I get onto our calls, listen to the testimonies, and you'll be inspired to keep sharing their stories while yours is being created. So, but you go through the resources page, there is tons of information out there. I'm going to shut this here down and shut the screen sharing, but you'll see that there are lots of tools to use, lots of banners, everything you could possibly think of. There is something in here in this back for you. So take advantage of the resources we have. If you think you need something else, get back to us and let us know. But there are so many things that are available to us here that I've just never had a business that had this much tools to work with, and also this caring of an upline giving us all the support. I mean, already having international calls set up once a week. I'm doing a lot of just group calls for my individual groups in certain areas when they get a big presence. I'm doing groups like that. Take and do whatever you need to support your team, and plug in yourself, because that's what's going to get you bulletproof and help you to become a leader. And I'm going to stress what I did last week again for all the new people that are on here. Make sure when you're a leader, every Monday, you're going to get onto your back office, into your website. You're going to go down to your personally enrolled. That's the second tab down. And you're going to look through and see who needs to order this week. Every Monday, I make a phone call to them, let them know your order needs to be in by Sunday. Friday, I'll do it again. So if there's still people that haven't ordered, and then on Sunday afternoon, I'm still going to do it a third time. I hate having people call me and say, oh, my volume is 0. What happened? I don't do that. So even if you need to order, let's say this week, Tuesday, you have all the way through till Sunday to get your order in, and your volume will come back. So don't let anybody fall through the cracks. Go into your back office, click on personally enrolled, make those phone calls today, do it again tomorrow if you need to, but get everybody active and running. Not everybody has an auto ship because they have customers, but if a customer doesn't order, a lot of times they don't know it. So you want to make sure you take that obligation to your team seriously and keep everybody active in this group. It's amazing, guys. So back over to you, Jason. Thanks for letting me be on.
All right, thank you, Jackie. We appreciate you so much. And team, what she was talking about is, listen, Monday morning, I get up really early. I get up at 6, I have my coffee. I get ready for a 6:30 a.m. Central Time call, and this is for our global teams. It's for London, Africa, Australia, the Philippines. Different teams are doing different contests to drive to that team. It is, I'll send up the posts tomorrow, but it's the same Zoom meeting, x39overview.com, and that is at 7:30 Eastern Time. Do check your time zones for the different markets. And before we go to Michael, that's going to talk about our contest that he is putting together for the team. And I'd love to have some testimonies. If you want to raise your hand or just unmute yourself, we could call on you and have you share your testimony. That would be good. Remember, this is about building belief, and that's what we'd love to do that right now. And so go ahead. Who's going to go first?
Jason, can you hear me?
David, yes, there you are, my friend.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of testimonials. I'd like to share one about my father. He'll be 80 years old in September. He was a business owner, very independent. He's on his own now. Mom graduated in October. He's got really bad knees, shoulders, hands. A lot of it just comes with age. To stay busy, he's been working at one of my brother's flip houses, which is about 3,700 square foot, 2 stories. So he's going up and down ladders, using a hammer, working 10, 12-hour days. And he's always talking about his knees, how he hates those stairs. His knees are hurting. So I introduced him to the patch. I said, Dad, just try this. He said, what does it do? I said, well, just put it on. He goes, can I put it on my knees? I said, sure, put one on each knee. The next day he called me. He said, son, what's in these? I said, nothing, Dad. Why? My knees don't hurt. I can go up and down those stairs. Well, about 4 days later, he called me. He said, son, what's in these patches? I said, Dad, nothing. Why? He goes, my shoulders were killing me because your brother had me working overhead on some trim all day. And I put them on each shoulder. My shoulders don't hurt. So I just wanted to share that with you. People are getting immediate results. I have several other testimonies I won't share right now. Jason, this is such a wonderful call. I'm amazed. I knew who you were before, but being on this call today, I didn't dread it, but I thought, well, it's not going to be that big a deal. I am so glad I did not miss this call today, and I'm going to be on every one from now on, and I'll be there Monday morning too. Thank you.
All right, Monday morning, and you're giving your testimony. Thank you, David. Appreciate you. Building a great team together. All right, anybody else like to share their testimony? Good practice for you. This is what leaderships do.
Can you hear me, Jason?
I can, yes.
Woohoo! Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Jason. You guys are amazing. And thank you to all of our upline. This is Mijay Scotton and out of California. Woohoo! So I am super excited about the product as a whole. I mean, when you have different type of illnesses that affect your whole entire body in so many different ways, you're just like, oh, what do I attack now? Or what's attacking me now? And so, you know, it's kind of hard when you just like, oh my gosh, this, that, and the other is hurting all at the same time. But, you know, I can relate to the gentleman before me, David, when he's talking about his father. But I'm not 80 years old, and I feel like I had an 80-year-old body, you know? And I mean, I'm just 56, and I don't look 56, but oh my gosh, you know, if you can age your body inside, take that test. I was literally 100 and something years old inside my body. And it's an amazing test. And so with that said, since I've been on this product, I mean, before then, I had to climb up the stairs hand over hand or have one of my children or my husband help me up the stairs because my knees hurt so bad. My ankles and my feet hurt so bad to walk on. But now, oh my gosh, I'm out running. Are you kidding me? I have never ran since school. And so for me to be out there, not grabbing my chest, breathing hard, my chest, you know, just caving in on me, not having to use anything. This is amazing to me that I can go out with my dog and not feel my chest collapsing, you know, my knees and my feet hurting so bad, throbbing, just going from my house to the corner. And I actually don't feel any pain. And I'm just so excited. I can just scream it all day long. And I'm very grateful, man. I'm very grateful to David Schmidt, to this incredible technology. Just so many more testimonies I can just talk about forever. But thank you. Thank you for this platform. And thank you for this incredible training. So
great.
God bless
Thank you very much for sharing, and I'm going to turn it over to the gentleman. And we appreciate those stories, and I'm glad that you were able to run. That's I know that, and feeling younger again. That's the most important thing. We're going to turn the call over to our superstar upline who made all of this possible. And so, Mike Arusso, if you were there, the call will be yours, my good man. Mike?
Can you hear me, Mr. Jason?
There you go.
Man, I took notes. Folks, to have $1 million industry giant legend training you on a Saturday when he could be with his family, I'll tell you what, we are blessed beyond measure. The virus is starting to delete itself. America's going to go back to work stronger than ever with a 15-year-old American-made company with patches made for our military, patches made for everyone around the world to live better, feel better, live younger. Wait till you see what Mr. Smith has in store for us and the world. It'll be building a frenzy up until July 4th, and wait till you see what happens. I wish I could tell you. But listen, right place, right time. We're going to have a little vision today. I like Vegas, Jason. I've liked it since I was a kid. I just liked it because my dad was a wine salesman, and he always won these trips. And he would take me to Vegas, even when I was 19 years old, because he won these trips. And I just liked I don't know, it was just the vibe of Vegas. I've always liked it. But I decided I want to give back the feeling that I've had. Let's do some dreaming going. How about 3 days at the Paris Hotel, I believe it's still a 4-star, overlooking the Bellagio fountains, picked up in a limousine from the airport, driven to your suite, paid for by Peter LeBaron and I. But Jason, can you hear me?
I can, yeah. I'm just meeting some people out there. Go ahead, Mike. You should be good.
Picked up by a limo to your suite, paid for by paid for by Peter LeBaron and I, your grateful upline. And the airfare was paid for. This is going to happen. The contest goes until the 17th. Jackie has the details on the contest, getting out to everyone. It's very simple to win. You just have to be in, qualified, with one on your left, one on your right, the proper BV. And Jackie has the details. Mainly, it's a contest to get us all active again. I can't win, Peter can't win, but you can win. That'll be sometime, depending on the virus, an August trip. Could be end of July, could be sooner. But let's just say July, August, you'll get to go on that trip. So dream a little bit tonight while you're making those prospecting calls. I added second place, gets to go on the trip too. They don't get airfare, but they still get a beautiful resort on the strip for 3 days free. Folks, we survived something very terrible. We lost some people that hopefully are in a better place. But we have an obligation to each other. I've sat on really a pile of money, Jason, in this industry of making hundreds of thousands a month before. And that's all great, Jason, but it's not fun when you're by yourself. My family is my Lifewave family. I love them. I respect them. And we're the force that's going to take this around the world and create wealth. And what Mr. Smith's putting together for the new person, the guy that hasn't had the Jason experience. And what I'm putting together with Ron Rayburn and the upline and Jason and Jackie and Lavelle, Maget, is to start teaching you how to take the fear away. Next Saturday, I've got my good friend, Todd Falcone, who's probably the best industry trainer on taking the fear of asking for the sale away. See, I had that fear when I first got into the industry. I remember I was so scared that phone looked like it was 10,000 pounds. And I had my upline standing in front of me, watching me do it. I had to do it, but I got over that fear. But see, if you have the fear, we don't, we'll do it for you. And we're going to explain that to you. But folks, dream a little bit today. Have fun making those prospecting calls. All I do is I send them the video. I follow up. I send them the patch. I'm not bucking the system no more, Jason. I'm doing it. I'm sending out samples. I'm advertising. I've got a new batch of stem cell patches in. Who wants to try them? I'm doing it. Ron and Ron are killing it. So, Jason, I'm so excited. I better be quiet. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, my friend. Awesome. And thank you for putting together that contest. And Jackie, if you could post that up on our Lifewave, our new Stem Cells for Life site. Understand, just for clarifications, and we'll put this out there, there's two groups now. We have Stem Cells for Health. That is for customers only. Customer focus, no business whatsoever, just testimonies, product information. That's it. And then we have our Stem Cells for Life. That is our team group, testimonies, recognition, calls, contests, all of that, okay? And we're actually gonna start to move more training there. We'll post training sites, our training there also, okay? Just so we have a little bit of distinction, and to help you with that. And once they become a member, if they sign up, move them over to our Stem Cells for Life, okay? And I'll have that in the back office under files to make it very clear for you. We appreciate the testimonies. Again, we have a call on Monday morning. We talked about that. Start working on it this weekend. Get on your Facebook groups and look for people outside of this country. This is a great way to spend the weekend prospecting, move people to do that, and it'll be a great way to drive those calls. And the people that take action, I can tell you, I am working on, we have the Philippines, we are working on many countries in Africa. We have teams there. They are participating, they're activating in Nigeria and in Ghana and in Kenya. We have teams starting there. We also are focused on Malaysia, Europe, all over the world. I should say Malaysia is going to be coming on soon, very quickly, right after the Philippines. So very exciting stuff. Team, I appreciate it. I'm going to stop the recording and I'm going to turn it, oops, no, don't want to do that one. Almost hit the wrong button. Okay, we're stopping the recording.